Good morning everybody and welcome to day 8 of lockdown poetry nonsense. As you can see out of the window, it's a lovely day here in Huddersfield once again. Got 3 more poems for you. The first one is, it sort of leads on from a theme from, I don't know, yesterday or day before, but about my inability or lack of desire to do DIY. And this one is called Not Keen on Decorating. I'm not that keen on decorating. I don't have the inclination, even though our rooms are degenerating, because I'm lacking in motivation to do anything about it, until my wife has a quiet word to encourage me to commit. Resistance now simply quite absurd. So out I traipse to the shed, drag out old brushes and rollers, find the old bedspread that I use for furniture covers. Bedroom emptied, onto the landing, take one deep breath and begin the miserable task of sanding. Paper rough, it hurts my skin. Once the dusty mess is made, a bucket of sugar soap solution, washing walls, cleaning skills displayed, probably more like dirt redistribution. Finally, we're ready for the paint job. Even opening the tin is a nightmare. Several attempts later, starting to sob. Tin lid finally free, starting to despair. So now armed with roller and paint, I attack the ceiling, walls and skirting with renewed vigour, no restraint. My increased enjoyment, a little disconcerting. In no time at all, the decorating is done. Quite painless, not too bad after all. I've got to admit, I almost had fun. So I may have to do the whole. Okay, that's the first one, thank you. So my next one is, I don't know about you, but increasingly over the years, I've become both reliant on SatNav and desperately frustrated with SatNav. As I think we used to drive cars in the old days, didn't we? Well, man's been sat on the drive for about 3 months. So, but this one's called, if you remember, going back to when you did drive, At the Next Left. She's there with me, every step of the way. No guarantee to get me there someday. She monitors my progress. She's more than a woman. A favourite song by Tavares blaring out from my radio, that's a given, when all of a sudden, without any notice, with touching no buttons, she aims to provoke us by telling us our progress, that roadworks, I'll get my teeth in a minute, roadworks will delay us. She gives us an alternative, which quite frankly is sometimes quite punitive, to try to get round the problem. It's not that I don't trust her, but that is the problem. It's the blind faith that I follow her down farmyard tracks and through fields where doing a U-turn simply leads to further frustration. No option for a conversation to work out the best solution. She obsessively commands direction after direction, never flustered, always the same tone, droning and moaning to take the next left when I'm bereft of any knowledge of where I am. Weightlessly driving in my car into the unknown, no signal on the phone, no others around to guide and support me. Just her, my constant irritant, who seems to be indifferent to my feelings. My angst have been ensconced in my car with this woman. Oh, help me escape from this trap. Surely someone, anyone, can lend me a map. Thank you. So that was the second one. So the next one basically was another bit of nostalgia here, thinking back to when we were kids. And I was thinking how fussy kids are today in terms of what they eat, and how basically in the old days we ate what we were given. Well, this one's called When Shitty Food Was Too Expensive. When I was a lad, we couldn't afford to be fat. Except that is for me dad. All the shitty food was far too expensive. Everything eaten seemed to be stewed. A simple takeaway was a packed lunch. No Burger King or Krispy Kreme tempting us as there is today. We had bangers of mashed beans on toast, occasionally a Sunday roast, a lovely comforting corned beef hash. As a treat, we had a Vesta curry, or a bowl of angel delight, sometimes a lovely trifle, only when we had enough money. My mum made sure we ate our greens, cabbage, sprouts, nothing exotic, nothing obscure. We couldn't afford to be fat. We simply ate what we were given. And that was that. Thank you. Well, that's it for day 8 of this lockdown poetry nonsense. So hope you enjoyed it. Got a massive 90 views yesterday. I wonder whether we can beat it today. I'm not quite in Joe Wicks' territory. Apparently he won a world record according to my missus who did the Joe Wicks workout this morning. He got about 900 and odd thousand streams for his second workout apparently. I don't think I'll get anywhere near that, but never mind, here's hoping. See you later. Have a great day. Bye now.